Hello and welcome back to Bushwhacker Weekly. I'm your host, Nick. I'm the developer and manager of the game Bushwhacker 2, Codename Entertainment's oldest running game, 10 years and counting, as of last Tuesday. And behind the scenes, we have Mars. Nope. We have Martin moderating the chat. Not bad. Hey, Martin. Thank you for your support, and as always, there's a coupon code in the top left of the stream, which you can redeem in-game for a Quester Satchel to supplement your adventures across Bushwhackia. It is Earth Day Charity. You might guess why it's that, but we'll talk more about that later in the news section. So I'll be here for an hour to answer your questions in chat, but first, with me is Kat. You might remember her from the last sketch-along thing.
Hi.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, say hi.
Hello. Yeah, I hope people are happy I'm back. Anyway, I'm Kat. I am one of the artists on Idle Champions now. I used to be the lead artist for Crusaders. Yeah, I'm just here to hang out and gonna draw a Witzel. Something as close to that.
Witzel? Yeah.
Witzel.
Where does this word come from again?
It's a what? Because like the TL that language uses at the end of many words is a very specific like mouth pronunciation that we don't have in English. I went on a slight deep dive about language because I want to get things right, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, I should start doodling. But I am happy to take suggestions from chat of things to put on or add to this. It's essentially like a hyena with a hand tail, so any kind of stuff can be added or whatever. I think I might give him like something for the year 10 birthday, you know?
Oh, that'd be cool.
A little birthday hat, something. Yeah,
this is one of the pets that you could have purchased for the anniversary event this past weekend, and we actually, I took a lot from this culture that this mythos comes from for the high jungle area in the quest hub, so it might be vaguely familiar to you Bushwhackers. I don't know, Georgia just loves drawing from mythical creatures all over.
Oh yeah, like they're technically a cryptid of that culture, so yeah.
Is there a difference between cryptid and myth?
I'm not really sure. My sort of instinct is that like cryptids are almost like the more urban kind of, like whether it's that they're more modern or it's just because they're more around like human civilizations and stuff. Because like I just think of like Mothman and the Jersey Devil being really connected to highways.
Right.
And I know mythologically in the same culture is the Quetzalcoatl something.
Yeah, the feathered serpent.
Yeah. And that's like mythology. So I think it's probably a fairly thin line if there is one.
Sounds about right. I just pulled up the Merriam-Webster's dictionary definition of cryptid, and they say it's an animal that has been claimed to exist but never proven to exist. And contrary to popular belief, they don't have to be supernatural, mythical, or even all that strange.
Yeah, there was I think it was like a monthly art challenge list that I saw on Twitter like last summer or something like that. That was all cryptids. And I remember one of them was a thunderbird, which is specific to some First Nations tribe in, actually I don't know if it was Canada or America, but you know, North America. And it turned out that for them it's actually like a sacred animal, so it got removed from the list and replaced with something because, you know, you want to be respectful of people.
Yeah. Sorry, I was communicating with our mod.
No problem.
We got lots of highs in chat here, especially to you, Kat.
Oh, hello everyone.
Hellos from Lynx is the hero. Martin, Arian UK. Empty Cason. Well, they're bleeding over from Idle Champions. Good to have you. Good to have you either way.
Yeah.
Saiyans 9422. Good to see you. BW2 Barb. Hi. Incredible Goblins. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, stream lagged for a second. Don't worry about it. Wisteria. Lynx is the hero. Michelle Girl. Hutu. Hutu. Tassie Lass. Wow, we have lots of people in here. Wow.
Yeah. Very good. Hello, everyone. I appreciate being so welcomed. And I am seeing some suggestions that Martin is pulling for me in this handy doc so that I don't miss anything. I am giving them a cake for the birthday because, I mean, what's a birthday without cake?
Aw. That's so great. I'm so ready for this one. How would you eat or open a cake if you had a hand for a tail?
I mean, you just go at it, right? That's what I've got this guy doing anyway. Just like, it's like, you know, think of a dog that had opposable thumbs that is going at a cake.
Horrifying.
Like,
Horrifying. I don't... Ugh. Well, you got your legs for standing, your two arms to stabilize the cake, and then I guess the tail just shovels the food into your mouth. That's how I do it.
Something like that, yeah.
Animals
you don't have to think about anything else. Like, no one is gonna judge you. Judgment-free zone. That is what we all desire.
Yes. Though usually when you're eating that birthday cake, you got too many people looking at you.
Excuse me.
Robitussin. This is not a sponsor. It was actually my nephew's 10th birthday this past weekend.
Oh.
He's turning into a big kid. We watched the new Sonic movie.
Oh yeah, is it good?
I enjoyed it. It's very family focused. Lots of things for everyone in there, and a near deluge of pop culture references sprinkled throughout it. I wasn't terribly impressed with the plot either. I hadn't watched the first one, but it was... I don't know if I'm just old and experienced a lot of writing, but I was like, this again?
Yeah, I thought I saw a video on Twitter of Dr. Robotnik flossing, and I was like, no, please.
A lot of people we were with were just like, it's... this is a Jim Carrey movie. He like it has very much his element in it.
What's your favorite Jim Carrey movie?
Favorite. I know when I think of him growing up, it was Ace Ventura. I don't know if I was probably I was definitely traumatized by the rhino scene.
Right.
And I remember lots of the bat guano scene for some reason. And then also I don't know what the movie was, but he's got like the claw. He's like the stepdad or something.
Yeah, it's Liar
Liar.
Liar.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
That's my favorite. That's why I brought it up, because every time I think of Jim Carrey, I think of that movie because it makes me so happy.
That's so true. Oh, and he was in Truman Show? No. Was he? No.
Was he I don't know. I haven't actually seen the Truman Show.
Yeah, it was him. Oh, that one was... I think I still like Liar Liar more. Truman Show is more depressing than anything.
I want to see it, but I'm very bad about watching movies.
Oh, in this day and age, there's just too much.
Yeah.
I guess I should keep up with these suggestions. I'm supposed to update the overlay. What have you incorporated so far, or planning to?
I've got the cake. I noticed a couple of them were for color, so that will be later, like the yellow tongue, and I'm seeing the umbrella thing coming in, so I will definitely figure out where to put that. It has to protect the cake.
It's raining. Don't rain on this Waddle's parade. Oh, hot. I'm not even gonna try. This
Yeah. we didn't have quite enough time to prepare our
We needed at least 15 minutes
practice.
of rehearsing, just saying the
Yeah.
name over and over. Oh, thank you, Martin. Martin has, or is intending to, separate suggestions for between the two of us.
Wonderful.
Tassie Lass 11 asks me, that's a lot of K's and S's, is there a year one cake coming out? No. We did not celebrate that birthday event with Bushwhacker. I guess we could still add one. Maybe I'll poke Georgia about that, but I wouldn't anticipate it. We look to the future, not to the past. Irene UK says, for me, Jim Carrey's better when he's doing character work. Less gurning and hyperactivity.
Mm.
Yeah, he's got a decent range, I think.
I feel like that about Robin Williams. I really like a lot of his dramatic stuff.
Right.
Like, I think Bicentennial Man isn't very well regarded, but I really like it.
I haven't seen it. Oh.
It's really nice. And, like, maybe because I saw it when I was fairly young, and I always liked him a ton as a kid, of course. Starting with, like, Aladdin and Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah. I always like his work in Jumanji.
Oh, yeah. Also, definitely a great one. Rain boots.
Yeah, it's this thing.
Oh, feathers.
Oh, okay.
Glitter clung flames. Oh, boy.
The suggestions are pouring in.
I guess I might not be able to add all of them. I'm just going to put that caveat. I'm going to try.
Yeah.
But if they conflict a little too much, though, like having an umbrella and protecting it from fire is big, like Charmander vibes. So
I like that. Yes, that's a caveat with this entire segment. Whatever the artist is able to put in, both in time and in composition.
yeah, I do my best, but reality gets in the way.
Oh, Incredible Goblins was saying Jim Carrey was better in the first one. I'm assuming that's Sonic. Yeah. Or The Mask? Which one is it? I forgot about The Mask.
Man, I know I have seen The Mask, but I remember nothing. So I must have been pretty young.
Yeah, I think I watched it more times than I would ever consider as an adult. But I can't really recite the plot in any way. Wears masks. Has suit. Where's one mask? The mask, you might say.
Although The Mask, the original, I think, comic book was actually more like a horror thing. So
Thinking about the plot now, it's scary. The whole concept of The Mask is quite scary. And I think it was just the Jim Carrey element kind of brought it down a little bit. By down, I mean brought the scare down.
Yeah.
He goofed it. Oh, Hoo says the high jungle is my favorite area. Great visual appeal, and the challenges are outstanding, especially the SBAs. Wow. That's the best compliment to me and Georgia I've ever gotten for the game. Sharing.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's fun putting together these areas.
Nice. I guess for all of you Bushwhacker folks, since that is most of you, I did do a tiny bit of art for Bushwhacker once upon a time. I helped with the infected plains.
Oh,
mostly.
did you?
Yeah.
How about that?
I definitely did all of the gross pustules. Even before, it was known that I can do weird, gross stuff, and I'm cool with that.
Was that where it came to light?
I don't know. I think at least by the first Extra Life, because I played a bunch of Binding of Isaac. And then I just remember in like a meeting or something. I don't remember exactly the context, but I remember I do remember. I don't remember. Something coming out and me being like, no, now everybody knows of my dark secrets. And Erica just being like, you played hours of Binding of Isaac. I think we got the idea. And I was like, oh, right. I guess
Not
that game was kind
surprised.
of gross.
Well, after meeting you and Georgia, and most artists have a greater, what do they call it?
Range?
Yeah, of artwork than
Oh.
you usually see them at work.
I still like to call Georgia a style chameleon because she can do so many different types. Yeah. Like in college, she did quite a lot of both Disney, especially for animal stuff, and on the other end of the spectrum, like He-Man, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure style, big buff men.
The buff men.
And now for her personal art, of course, she mostly does lots of has-been hotel style. So yeah, she can do all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the artwork you see in Bushwhacker 2 is possibly the smallest sliver of Georgia's capability.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, for the Infected Plains, I did some of the like doodads or whatever, and I definitely did at least one custom item that I still am kind of fond of. It was like deer antlers, but with the gross sort of pustule.
Oh, I know
color
that
scheme.
one. Yeah. It just reminds me of like when antlers naturally shed like the skin when they're done growing, and they just get really macabre.
It's kind of a velvet.
Yeah.
I remember.
So that makes me think of cake, and then combining the two images together is. Oof. You also did one of the pet gens, didn't you? Or part of it?
I think I helped with some because I did like the blobfish and maybe an iguana.
Blobfish. Yeah.
Also, I think the very first thing I ever animated at the company was a little Christmas robot. He's got like floppy arms and they have little ornaments on the ends of them.
Oh, was it a pet? Did it animate?
I'm pretty sure he's a pet, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I have to find it.
He's really floppy and jerky because it was definitely a very early animation, if not my very first one. Like, I'd done animation before coming here, but never the style. Well, I guess at least once I did like actual physical paper doll animation in college.
Well, robot. Those adjectives seem appropriate for robot animation, so it's probably a good opener.
Yeah, I remember it being acceptable, to more critical parties.
Adam. Past the Adam bar.
Yeah. But I think those are basically the significant Bushwhacker things I did. I was only pulled on in a couple of, like, not emergencies, but, needed a little extra help with things.
Yeah. Okay, so that was...
Actually, I think I did not dishwasher, like dryer, washing machine, ranch item, and like...
Ooh.
Actually, there's like a picture, like a framed wall picture of like a pink unicorn. I did that. I found that when I was looking through files for something else some months ago when working on Crusaders. And I was
neat. I'm going to have to put you in the skyscraper office and give you like a cat's collections.
Yeah, I have just a small number of things, mostly from the Infected Plains. I think there was some like science-y table because I remember doing the different facings of that. It's got like a red and a blue little thing on it.
Was it with like the brassy metal?
Knobs? No, I'm pretty sure it was like a blue, white, sterile looking.
Blue-white. Oh, I'm trying to think of it. There was a cane adventure there that had weird tech stuff, but I remember that was a very brassy stuff, but could have been like a subset of it. Nate's was that like an abandoned cottage. I don't think there was lots of technology there, but it's a bunch of loot. Oh, if I had my QA build, I could just search through all the graphics for this. But yeah, you've dabbled in Bushwhacker art.
Dabbled, yeah. Mostly it's been like 4 years or so of just Crusaders all the time.
Yeah. That's the name of the in-house chat channel for that project was Crusaders all the time. Lots of demands for that one. Or like a high demand pipeline.
Yeah,
Content pipeline.
Pandemic was not super kind to me, so I was definitely having trouble with that stuff. But I don't know. I made a lot of stuff that I am still pretty proud of through that whole project. So
yeah, I really like seeing the animations you did for the Crusaders, and I'm frequently perusing those icons to steal.
Well, thank you.
I get weirdly excited about like, oh, this is a new icon I can use for anything.
Something. I will make it work.
It's like the nugget of inspiration I need to make like a new quest.
And
there's a lot of writing that spirals around just the item that I can find. It's pretty cool.
Nice. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be sifting through that for years to come.
Designing Crusaders was definitely my favorite thing to do. And there are several that I'm still quite proud of. But other things were more or less rewarding. Like, especially now that it's never going to happen again, I look back at Golden Epics kind of fondly.
Yeah, the little animations you give them.
Yeah, because it was just animated icons of gear stuff, and sometimes also like weird random things. Like there were several different toothbrushes, and there were like 4 or 5 snakes all within a couple months of each other. And I was like, whoa. Erica, please, no more snakes.
Right, because you had to work within the demands of like the tags they had to fit for the new Crusaders. Is that kind of how it worked?
No, it's because Golden Epics were mostly from older Crusaders, and so it was whatever gear they already had. And just for some reason, there were a lot of snakes.
Weird.
Because like there's the actual snake Crusader, Draco.
Yeah.
He had some kind of like snake totem or something. And then from the same event, Montana James had a snake idol thing.
You could tell Justin's hand was on the wheel for that one.
Yeah.
I think I was there for Montana James.
I'm pretty sure he was the first year.
Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah, and then eventually also like some that I did that it just sort of happened. Like what's her name? Kebos, the Egyptian crocodile mummy. So I gave her this headset based on like a real, Egyptian pharaoh headset that had snakes on either end, and so more snakes.
More snakes.
Yeah, it was just kind of a funny coincidence is all.
Right. Well, that's funny. It's cool to. I like pointing out those patterns in development.
Mm-hmm.
The scenes. Also, I just want to continue to reuse all the art for like spin-off games and stuff. Like George and I often talk about using all her mythical beasts for some side project.
Yeah.
Oh no, we could use all the Crusaders because they're all neat too. NPCs.
There are definitely some that I still really love, just as character designs, and they could really go somewhere with some expanded lore and personality. Because
exactly.
Never really had the time for that.
No, the demands of the project are very specific often.
Yeah. Although Erica, at least for the last year or so of Crusaders, did some pretty fun, big descriptions of how you meet them in the blog posts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, there's tons of them. You should go check some of them out.
Little bits of writing. That's cool.
Yeah. And I remember one of my favorites still, the Halloween Crusader, the Evanescent, was a big monster. And that was when we had a little more marketing resource ever so slightly. And Dylan actually wrote the description for them. And because Dylan and I are very much on the same wavelengths, re spooky things.
Yeah.
It's great. I love it so much.
Yes.
we just our minds vibe real well. Which is also, if anybody in the audience plays Idle Champions, we designed Warden together.
I was gonna bring up Warden. Yeah, Warden's
Yeah,
neat.
it
Spooky.
is. They are our see, it feels weird to say co-child because like characters are all my children, but Dylan has a real life child, and then his wife has the same name as me, and it gets really weird.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like it doesn't seem like it doesn't come up, I guess, because she goes by her full name and I have a nickname.
Oh,
but
that's
it is
true.
still
Yeah.
the same
Yeah.
name.
I didn't. Ooh. Brainchild, shared custody.
Yeah.
Anywho, gotta move on to the news.
Sorry.
Okay. Are you gonna incorporate any other suggestions? Should I have to make a list before
I definitely have the feathers and a umbrella in the back there. Let's see.
Yeah.
The colors will come. I think I'll try and do some flames on his back. Balloons on the cake and rubber boots are a little less. Maybe.
All right. We'll see. We'll see where you get to by the time we emerge from news.
Yeah, I will do the flames now so I don't forget.
All right. Well, I've added those. Okay, cool. Just a brief catch up on chat here. Gabbing away. The Ahui Zelda looks so happy. Sorry, I instinctively pronounced it that way. Just make
It's
do.
okay. I mean, we tried.
We tried. There was an effort to pronounce it correctly.
We're just white English speaking folks. This is the best we can do.
Anglicized the crap out of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so comments on it looking happy. Oh, you had a great compliment. Hoo-Hoo2 said, "Cat is so talented. I like that it's not cutesy."
Oh, thanks. I'm not quite so big on cutesy. I was almost worried when we were first talking about me coming on the Bushwhacker stream, because I was like, oh, Bushwhacker likes cute things. I'm not really big on the cute things. I do really spooky.
Well, Hoo-Hoo2 has proven there's a spread of tastes.
Yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I'll have to tell that to Georgia too, so she can just do like some muscle-bound meathead one day. Irene UK says, "The creature looks super hungry. I don't think one cake will be enough."
Yeah, especially because they're like crushing half of it.
Yeah, and also the back being on fire is probably pretty incentive to eat it faster.
You don't like toasted cake?
You are the candle. Oh yeah, you did ask to make it smiling. When did you save?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna add that to the list then. Smile. How old is this creature?
10, just like Bushwhacker.
Oh wow, it's young. Or old. Who knows how long old these things live.
Yeah, animals is hard to say.
I was asking my wife, like, what are dog years? Are they... No, dog years are 7. What are cat years? I feel like they're similar.
I just know that because my mom was also wondering that when Sari's health was declining. And she ended up asking the vet at some point, and he was almost 20. And the vet was like, that's like 90.
Whoa.
So he had a good life.
Yeah, that's a ripe age. All right, let's switch over to the news.
All right, I will see you all again soon.
Yeah, for the dramatic reveal.
I will do my best to get to color.
Even just like one paintbrush stroke of color at the end.
Just some slapping it on.
Yeah. All right, so what's happening in Bushwhacker 2? Boing, boing, boing. All right, here we are, as in olden days. Not Christmas. Sorry, I'm filling time while I find my place. So, this last week was the 10th anniversary event. As you've probably noticed, shabam, news post. Yeah, so I hope you've been enjoying that one. It's special. Hasn't happened every year. This is the third time we've run the event, I believe. And it's got the costume contest. It's got Bushwhacker 2 and Codename Entertainment references, tidbits, and trivia. It's got gnomes and more. Strawberries, too, and George's Schlampaka. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Please let me know what you liked, what you didn't, and any wishes you have for the next one. I always look at these when I update an event for a new year or whatever. So here's the link for the forum. It's on the forum. You'll be able to find it. It's pinned, but here it is for your convenience. Thanks again for being a great community. The game has a community so great. The game has made it to a decade. Oh, words.
It's a very impressive feat, no matter what the game, really.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I feel like the list for live service games over a decade old is not huge.
Yeah, I mean, I think Neopets is still around, but like, it fell off hard.
Right.
And I don't remember at what age, but and it's not exactly the same, but it's the first thing to come to mind that's barely comparable.
Oh, that was like a cult classic at the time too.
I was so into Neopets.
Georgia too. It was good. I dabbled. I don't think I went super deep. And you might have noticed that we're in the middle of a charity drive for Conservation International. Let's have a conversation about that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Saved it.
Yeah, saved it. Nice. So that runs until May 3rd. That's next Tuesday. This charity drive, it's if you buy... Here, let me show you the packs. These ones. If you buy any of these package deals, this one you can buy multiple times. All the net proceeds we make will be donated to Conservation International. Who are they? They're a global organization. Oh, I'm butchering everything. They're a global organization which protects nature for the benefit of humanity through science policy, fieldwork, and finance. They spotlight and secure the most important places in nature for climate, for biodiversity, and for people. Already, Bushwhacker alone has raised over $1,000. So if you have donated, give yourselves a pat on the back. I'd consider this a success so far. And if you haven't, consider donating. There's still time. And we'll see what we pull together across both games, this one and Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. Very excited. Yeah, Michelle girl, I see that. Pat, pat, pat. Eva Brown loves the new trivia questions. Thank you. I think I added 5 or so. I assume a veteran like yourself aced them right off the bat. Links is the hero, especially like the development history timeline. Loving learning the history of the two games. Yeah, I think Justin threw that one together, and you find like the dev docs, game design docs for both Bushwhacker Classic and Bushwhacker 2. And I love that for the writing for Bushwhacker 2, he just put Bushwhacker 1 but better. I have yet to prove that's true. There is a giant doc I inherited, so I didn't look to see if the first thing ever added to it was that. Knowing this company, it probably was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's that. Next, I'm starting to chip away at the Flungin improvements. I did consult Justin, so I'll be adding a large variety of interesting and rare rewards to the depth chests to make completing them much more exciting and compelling, interesting, and Justin's advice was kind of really making... It's like why you play the game. That loop of whacking bushes, getting rewards, opening chests, just kind of honing on that, polishing that experience just so it's more exciting to do so and more interesting. And especially with the choosing your own paths, really giving you options, especially since when you're at the Flungin, you're at a stage of the game, you're at the end of the game, you're waiting for more content. So letting you focus on what elements of the games you want to pursue. Like if you're wanting to get pet DNA, you can do that. Maybe that'll pop up. Maybe you want to work on some rune crafting, get some more rare powders. Maybe that'll be an option. Maybe some hub tokens. Who knows? So lots of stuff in there, spicing it up. After that, I'll address the need to visit the Glitch Keeper and the Fishing Hole on demand to hand in your trophies and complete the fishing quests, and more on the improvements later to come. Wisteria liked the quest to look for Flash developers. Yep. And I think it's there's an adjective there. It's like good Flash developers. That's Dave.
Not just any will do.
Not just any will do. Crochet, I think I did update at least 3 of the trivia questions are in the vacation file, but I should probably, I don't know. Do you think it's better to keep them as 2 distinct lists of questions for the Amicus one and the event one, or should they basically be the same and kind of get a refresh with this event? On 1DD Saves, it's great to remember the community managers. I do remember NPOM. That's Noemi, one of our first. And that's when 1DD Safe got into Bushwhacker 2. And Kitty Chicks, yeah. Chloe was cool. She was so sweet. And then I added a new one for Erica. Did I miss one? Oh yeah, Ken had one in there too. Ken is a close friend of senior artist overlord Adam. Adam's not the overlord. We know that's Alexis. What am I saying?
Gotta get the titles right.
I know. What is Adam's title? Art director?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
He's still the head honcho. He just doesn't do the managing.
Yeah. Well, he likes work. He's chosen what he likes to do.
Mm-hmm. He has a much more hands-off style, and so with Alexis sort of taking the reins, it's been really good.
Yeah, she's really taken to it. She seems really good at it. Okay, and little spoiler for this weekend. Going to be doing another series of the Endangered Species mini event this weekend. In part, it seems to resonate with the Earth Week, and also next month is, I think it's like National Endangered Species Day. It's kind of channeling those two holidays, events. They're not holidays, they're special days. To bring you this mini event again. So get ready for that. There'll be 3 new critically endangered species to save, collect data on. And if I don't get your feedback here, you can always post on the forums or email bw2support@codenameentertainment.com. So moving on to, I didn't update this list. Oh no. Oh no, you've all been looking at this old list. Well, don't worry about that.
No.
It's okay, just listen to the sound of my voice. There you go. Done. Cool. Dramatic reveal. Okay. Anyway, let's do the tip of the tip of the week. The pro tip. So I do take these from the wiki. Thank you, Flybaby, for continuing to keep that wiki alive. Last week's tip was about quests and turn-ins. I won't go into detail about that. You can tune in, check out the link. Here's the link. But today, the tip is about pets and companions. So, after you recruit Petmaster Misty, after you recruit Petmaster Misty to the Commons, you'll be able to raise your own pets and companions to aid your bushwhacking. You'll notice I have my Gunslinger Duck as my companion. He's very cool. Each pet contributes a bonus to your bushwhacking. My Gunslinger Duck has a bonus. What is over? He's my mana pet. As pets level up, similar to you, they level up similar to you to a maximum level of 40. Each level increases the strength of its bonus. So mine's at level 23, just over halfway there, and at a bonus of 14%. It'll get more and more powerful. pets earn XP when you whack bushes with it equipped, and also for completing certain quests like the Pagus daily quests. You can double XP with a pet booster trinket, which you can earn via the Pagus pet progress. Check your pet progress regularly. There's a whole slew of other unique rewards for just collecting one of each pet. So here's mine at the top here. Collected most of them. What's the pet trinket? I don't remember where the pet trinket is, but it's up there. And what is Pagus, you ask? They are the pet adoption and genetic augmentation society, represented by Vincent, who I talked to in the comments here. At the top right, talk to and release or duplicate. To release, duplicate, or unwanted pets for DNA, which you can use to change and improve your other pets. Different pets have different odds to drop when you release them. So if I go, I'd like to release a pet, you gotta choose it. Oh, not Scooper. Here, it's angry caterpillar. So the higher the level, the better the odds for the rare DNA. So at level 1, this guy has 89% to drop common, 10% for uncommon, 1% for rare, no epic, no unique, etc. Yes. So also, here's the real pro tip. If you're tired of getting previous generation eggs from Quester satchels, which you get for doing daily quests, you can save one pet and one egg of each kind in your inventory to reduce your chance of getting them again in satchels. If you have more than one of the same type, you can sell the extras to Pagus for DNA. What eggs do I have? I don't have a lot. I've got a koala. I got a crow. You know. So by having these and having raised one, I will likely not find them in Quester's satchels, which will let me earn the pets I haven't found yet, allowing me to increase my pet's progress unique collection. That's the real pro tip. Oh, talk. I've got some highlights for the forum Q&A for you now. Vegan1964 asked, has there ever been a jetpack mount? If not, why not? Well, there has been. There's two. There's 2 jetpacks in the game. One of them was a premium package deal, which you might find when Tenelativa comes around with mounts in the unowned pets or mount store. And the other one is in the Flux store. So keep an eye out for those of you on jetpacks. If you really want more jetpacks, you got ideas for more jetpacks, you're a jetpack enthusiast, let us know, and we'll see if we can twist George's rubber arm to make some more.
What about a water jetpack?
Whoa! Add that to the list. Those ones are really neat and real.
Yeah. The realness is what attracted me to
yeah. Above all else, it exists. And doesn't burn your feet.
Yeah.
The concept of a jetpack jettisoning fire right at your butt level seems really dangerous.
Yeah.
And then back in March, Flybaby had asked if we're bringing back Mother's Day. There was a limited time quest for it, so folks could complete the quest and get the breakfast tray ranch item. I am hoping to rerun this quest for Mother's Day this year, which I think is 2 weekends from now. So stay tuned for that. Bushmaster suggested an option to buy all energy baskets at once with one button. That would be very convenient. Especially since a lot of them are quite affordable. So just having a button here that could be buy it all. I don't really know how I'd fit that into the UI unless I did a sneaky combo basket, but I'll think about it. There was also suggestions in the past to add higher level fruit baskets, because the massive one restores, I think, 500 energy for this amount, which once you get to max level, it's not a lot of your energy. So we'll look and add more of that. Hong Kong Elder 1 suggested adding a way to buy the rare and harder to get pets and mounts, perhaps as a criminal lineup feature. What do they call that? Like a something row?
Oh,
it's not death row, is it?
No. I don't know. I'm sure it's something suspect. Right. Something. I know what you're talking
criminal
about.
Row? Yeah. Well, if it occurs to you, let me know, or anyone in the chat. Anyway, we've already got a similar thing with the Creature Collector, which I alluded to in the pro tip. They have a store which has 3 premium pets or mounts that you've never owned, which you can buy for bushbucks to help fill out your collections. And finally, Russell Denton asked for a special trinket bandolier slot for quarry trinkets. There are 3 or so quarry trinkets, so it can be a little taxing to swap between those with your other bushwhacking trinkets. I haven't unlocked the bandolier yet. Oh, I should go back to the deep swamp. I actually think I'm on that quest. Anyway, you get 5 bandolier slots right now, so I can consider adding some more. Just squeezing some in. It's always gotta fit them into the UI. They're pretty big. I guess we could just pull this all the way out. The UI is pretty crowded as is, so maybe it wouldn't hurt. We'll see.
UI is quite a thing.
Yeah. Not everyone's a UI designer. It's hard sometimes. Yeah, but squeezing some more slots in for folks to use as they please is always good. I just like letting you play the way you want to play. Okay. Yeah, check out the rest of the discussion on the forum thread. Remember to tune in to the weekly question and answer on the forums every Monday. It's at 1 p.m. Pacific, but it's asynchronous, so you can check it out whenever is convenient for you. They are labeled by the date that they happen. Okay. Oh, let me catch up with chat here. See if Martin has any questions for me. 1D2 Safe asked, a creature, is he or it? If it's not gendered, we typically go like it or they, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They. I default to they.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it has some demeaning connotations sometimes.
A little bit. There are people who like it better, though. You know, actual, non-binary people sometimes will actually choose it and it's. That's just, personal thing.
Right.
As far as referring to creatures or any kind of fictional character or whatever, tend to default to they because it's the more like widely accepted one.
There you have it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Crochet said, congratulations on 13 streams since muted, Nick. Yep. Thank you. I'd like to thank OBS for ever since we switched over to OBS for our streaming software. It basically has not being muted on the different scenes built in. So I hope I'll never have to be accidentally muted again. And this number can go into like triple digits. And yeah. But Georgia laments this innovation. She finds it really funny too, especially back when we archived our streams, to go back to the ones where I muted myself for like a minute at the beginning and laugh. Sigh. Tassilass asked, are you doing anything for the Queen's Jubilee? I remember this was suggested before. I don't know if I ever put it in the calendar. Kat, do you know anything about the Queen's Jubilee?
I did, other than Twitter being convinced she's already dead, but
the conspiracy.
No, I've never kept up with royal stuff.
That's fair. Me neither. 70 years of service. That's huge. What day is that on? February 6th. It's already happened.
Oops.
I mean, we've done some belated features. Mm-hmm. We'll see if we can fit that in. It's not a priority at the time. I know I'd rather spend most of my time working on Prismatic Part 2. So we'll see. It is nice to have a little thing for the weekend, even if I can fit it in. All right, that's all the questions I got. Wait, the Jubilee holiday is different. Whoa, June. What holiday is this? Who's this? Whose holiday is this?
Who's this Joker?
Is this for the English? don't know my location, Google. Frantic Googling. Jubilee Day. Anyway, we'll figure that out. Thank you for the suggestion. We'll find out. We have a pretty tight content schedule, so if we're not rerunning something, maybe we'll do it. The weekend of the 4th is national holiday. I'll note it in the calendar to consider. Thank you. All right. But it's really close to International Dinosaur Day. George's favorite day. Okay, Kat, how's it going over there?
Pretty good. I just want to do this final bit on the fire, just to make it exist as fire.
Okay.
But yeah, I got a lot more color in than I thought I would.
Ooh, exciting.
I'm pretty happy with this.
I can hear the excitement.
Oh, I did that on the wrong layer, but who cares? It
Ah.
doesn't matter.
It's a sketch.
Exactly. Now I'm rushing. Vogue, Nick.
Vogue.
Buy me time.
Vogue, like walk down the runway in my latest styles.
Or vamp, I guess it should be.
Vogue is in the musical genre. I'll read through some chat stuff. Eva Brown's asking, please make it so we can release multiple pets at once. I have scores to release. That is on the list for the next quality of life update. We'll consider it. I still have to sort that list by priority. I might even make it a poll. I'll give you all a list of the hot items for the quality of life improvement and let you all vote on them by priority. See how that works. I heard you people like to be included in how the game gets changed, so that seemed like a good idea.
A little bird pulled me.
A little bird. All the birds. Several thousand birds.
Okay. It is ready.
Here we go. Drum roll, please. Can you hear that?
Tiny bit.
Tiny drum roll. Okay. Switching back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ah, cool. Oh, you did the rainbow umbrella. Excellent. And a rainbow cake.
Yeah. It's somebody. Let's see if I can find it.
It's eating cake in 3 ways.
Tassie Lass said the cake should have 10 colors, 1 for each year. I didn't count the colors. I just went by how many sections the umbrella had, but yeah, made it a rainbow.
Nice. Nice.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah, this was really fun.
Yeah, excellent. Very happy. I like how you took a potentially scary thing and put a smile on his face, put some fun stuff around it. It's a nice blend.
Yeah.
From the
you know, the 10-year anniversary, you know, want it to be a happy time.
Yeah, agreed. No, you did a fantastic job here. Scenic Games. That's Martin. Says, Kat, this looks incredible.
Thank you, Martin.
Irene UK says, wow. Michelle Girl says, I love it. Good work. BW2 Barb says, nice. Wisteria says, wonderful. Lynx is the hero says, this looks amazing. Excellent job on this. Michelle loves the colors. When did you save says, so pretty, happy, cute. Ellipses.
Thank you, everybody. I really enjoy coming on stream and doodling stuff and just, you know, hanging out with your community. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to have you. Thank you for taking the time to join us.
Yeah.
And with that, that's all we have time for today. It was our pleasure hearing from all of you. It's a pleasure for me talking with you and witnessing your artwork, Kat.
Thanks.
As always, we'd like to thank Martin for moderating the chat and to the rest of the CNE streaming crew. If you like art streams, do yourself a favor and check out the Sketching Hour, Griddle Champions, Paint and Slay. If you like music, check out Bardic Inspiration, and do yourself a favor and tune into Champions of Psychology, Tuesdays at noon. Is there anything you'd like to plug, Kat?
I I am technically on Twitter at Skeleven, like the first part of skeleton, and then VENN. I haven't posted art for a while because there's stuff going on, but you know, hang around the Codename channel. I might show up somewhere else, and I might also continue to guest on here every once in a while. Not really sure, but yeah, keep enjoying the games.
Yeah. All right. With that, 1DD Safe has a great sound off here. Kat has a cute laugh sound.
Thanks.
All right. Take care, everybody. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.